Okay, this is grammar lesson number 27, chapter 16, making a polite request. Okay, so let's do a quick review of how to make requests. This is actually interesting because I was just asked this today in class. So up to this point, we've learned it's not exactly how to ask a request, but it's some kind of question that you would be asking to someone. Usually it's an invitation or something that you want someone to do something. So we have, for instance, masenka. This one, Japanese one, it just means would you like to, and this is all assumed. And mashoka, that means shall we? And also, we learned another form of masho is the volitional form. Now, volitional form just makes it more casual, and it's the same translation. It also translates shall we. And then te kudasai. This is more of a command, which indicates it means please. Okay, so here's where you need to really start taking notes. So making a request and degrees of politeness. So we'll learn 3 new ways to make a request, and then they actually differ in politeness to the person that you're talking to. So depending on who you're talking to, you would use the different endings. So let's take a look. So first of all, it does end with te form. Okay, so it could either be いただけませんか? So 手いただけませんか? It would be 手くれませんか? 手くれない. Or it could just be the te form by itself. Okay, and then once again, this is most polite, and then kind of polite, and then the most casual, and that's how this would change. Okay, te itadakimasen ka. Let's do the first one. This is the te form of the verb plus itadakimasen ka, and it's used to make a very polite request. This is usually politer than saying te kudasai, which is more, it kind of conveys the sense like it's almost of a command. So you don't want to say that to someone who is a superior of you. So in this case, for itadakimasen, it's actually most appropriate when you're asking a favor from a person who is a non-peer or from a stranger. So non-peer can mean anyone who it could be a superior than you, such as a teacher or a boss. That's what it means when it says non-peer. So let's take a look at this one. 私の書いた作文を読んでいただけませんか? So this translates to, would you read the essay I wrote? Okay, the next one is てくれませんか? So てくれませんか is used to make a request that's roughly equally the same politeness as te kudasai. So that's pretty easy because you've already know how to use te kudasai. So te kuremasen ka is pretty much the same. Now, this is actually appropriate when you're asking favors of individuals like that you fairly are familiar with, but maybe not so close to, such as grandparents. So grandparents, you might give more of them, you might give a respect to them. So you are familiar with them, but they deserve a little bit more respect than using the casual form. A host family member, so maybe you are welcomed into someone's family and you are doing a foreign exchange program. In that case, those individuals you would probably want to use kuremasenka. Also coworkers. Coworkers are probably maybe just your same age. In this case, it's a more professional setting, so you would probably use kuremasenka. Let's take a look at the example. 車で迎えに来てくれませんか? So 車 and then 迎えに来て. That was one of the verbs from this week. Would you come pick me up by car? Okay, the next one is te kurenai, or just the te form. Now, when you use this to ask a favor in a very casual way. I don't know why there's a ku in there. It should just say te form. Te form of verb plus kurenai, or the te form of a verb by itself is appropriate when addressing individuals who are your peers or who are under you in status, like an underclassman, or a close family member. This can be someone from your mother or your father or your siblings as well. Now, その漫画見せてくれない means will you show me that comic book? ご飯をおごって Now, おごる is the verb, and that means to treat me to a meal. So, will you treat me to a meal? Okay, let's take a look at negative requests. This is not in the textbook, so those of you who are just trying to go off with the textbook, this is not in the textbooks, but I just wanted to make sure I mentioned this one. So for negative request, you will simply need to write the verb in the present negative short form and add de to the word stem. アイロンかける becomes アイロンかけない and then アイロンかけないで and then you would use the endings like いただけませんか or くれませんか or くれない. So would you not iron my shirt yet? Maybe you want someone to wait. So in this case, it'll be 私のシャツにまだアイロンをかけないでくれませんか? Okay, and then finally, this is the let's take a look section. This is a little bit different. I've decided I want to use this. Make sure you should have received the paper, which is a exit slip. Oh, not exit slip. It'll be an entrance slip, basically. So all you need to do is answer these on your let's take a look paper that I handed you today, and then make sure you hand it in to me as you walk into class. It is not something you should be doing. Once you sit down, you're going to complete this at home right now. Yes, as you're sitting here, you're going to complete this, and then you're going to turn it in. So please keep that in mind. Okay. Have a nice day. Remember, I'm not punishing you for making mistakes. I just want to see that you understand how to utilize it. And this is where we're going to start our conversation to see what you need help with, so on and so forth. So, okay. Well, I will see you tomorrow then. Thank you very much and have a nice day.